June 20th, 2019. Because you're looking at the National Weather Service map, and you got quite a few different conditions here. First of all, we've got a tornado warning here up in kind of on the North Carolina, West Virginia line around Danville. Let's take a look at that first. Now, this is coming out of the National Weather Center's forecast office in Blacksburg, Virginia. You can see Danville is right there, guys, in the red area. You've got tornado warnings. This indicates the movement. Now, these are pop-up storms, but the entire area is under a severe thunderstorm watch. Yesterday, coming through Birmingham, Alabama, I went through the same situation. A lot of rain, lightning, things like that. I didn't see any tornadic activity, but again, they weren't really predicted. They just started popping up with this afternoon heat. And you can see your radar here and your cloud cover. But again, all of my friends in this area, Danville, you're kind of in the clear. There's still a severe weather statement in this area. You've got severe thunderstorm warnings in the area. And in this pink is severe thunderstorm watches. So it's not over yet. Notice down in Winston-Salem, in Greensboro, hazardous weather outlook and special weather statements in this entire area. And if you, again, backing out, you can see this entire area from southern Alabama up through Georgia and the Carolinas and Virginia is all included in this severe thunderstorm watch, this area. Now, also, this orange area, you've got to be very careful about this. This is a heat advisory here. You've got in this color orange, you're either severe thunderstorm warnings or special marine warnings because of that. Offshore of the Alabama, Florida, panhandle area, guys, you've got special marine warnings and hazardous conditions. So, and guys, it's something you don't see a lot of, but in the light blue along the Great Lakes, these are beach hazard statements. And what that is, guys, is you got such high wind and waves that you got rip currents, what they call structural currents, and they can sweep you out. But again, high wind and waves in that area, be very careful. You've got in this bright pink areas, red flag warnings, no burning. And guys, believe it or not, you've got freeze warnings in southwest Oregon, northern California. You've got winter weather advisories in central Montana. Check that out. Again, we're June 20th. This is because of grand solar minimum. Now, you look down in Texas and along the south, and you say, how can you say that with these heat advisories? Guys, it's the heat is coming from, again, weakened shields with gamma radiation penetrating. But what we're going to see is the northern hemispheres become colder in the winter and linger like this until we go to the bottom of grand solar minimum, which is going to take a while to achieve. We're going through 11.8 year solar cycles, and in the middle of that cycle, you have your solar maximum and solar minimum, just like a wave trough. But each year, you go through different levels of those cycles, and it goes through, going back to the 1800s and 200 or 300 years before that, these grand solar minimums where you had milder minimums and years without summer. But for now, again, what's the heat? Guys, the sunburns are incredible, so much quicker because of the, again, weakened shields and the penetration of gamma radiation. But all my friends in Alabama through this area, watch for this severe weather. This much heat can cause some very strong tornadoes and thunderstorms with a lot of lightning. I saw a lot of lightning again coming out of Birmingham yesterday. And let's take a look at the National Hurricane Center information. This is the wide Atlantic view. This is infrared radar. The system that we were watching has done two of the things that we talked about could happen. Wind shear, and it's also involved in the Saharan dust cloud in this area. But the storms are heating up, the water's heating up, and all of this is setting up to be probably a record-setting hurricane season. Maybe not in the numbers, but in the intensity. We got to watch it. Notice in the far right corner here, guys, you're starting to see more and more storms come off the coast of Africa. And if you take a close look at it, guys, you can see that this is one of the most intense that we've seen so far this year. That's where they have formed, the big ones, when they come across that Atlantic. You've got to watch it. So we'll be keeping an eye on it, guys. You watch it too. Thanks for your support. It's a heads up. Be safe.